Hello and welcome to the Weekend Review for Module 3, Week 3. Okay, so we are now in a kind of a unique, interesting module. This week we're going to be going over those leadership presentations that you did in MoveNote. You guys did a really good job as far as technical issues go. I didn't get one text about how to do something over the weekend on tech issues. So very, very good job there. And I'm looking forward over the next week as we look over those and seeing some of your presentations. I reviewed a good bit of them yesterday, and I was very happy to see, a lot of the technical issues and your presentation skills with those. So you get a very solid start that you will use then to build upon with your final presentation. Okay, so this is our leadership week. We're going to be going over those presentations. Now, what are you going to do for that? You'll notice that part of one of the assignments this week is to view 3 of your peers' presentations. And then you'll do a peer evaluation as part of that. And I've divided each one of you, or I've divided the class into 3 groups. So find your group and pick 3, I don't care which, pick 3 at random from your group, watch those presentations, do an individual peer evaluation on each, and then put that in the Dropbox. So when I see the Dropbox with your name on it, you should have 3 different evaluations for those individuals. And just, I would title those evaluations by the last name of the student. So you have Jones, Smith, and Thomas, and you have 3 of those in your Dropbox. Those will then I hope to have all of that consolidated in week later in the week if possible. The problem is with time, we may not have a complete picture of that by the time your practicum presentation is due in a couple of weeks. Your practicum presentation is due at the end of week 4. So I'll have something out to you. It may not be a full summary, but it might be a partial summary of your peer feedback. So what happens is you're going to view 3 people. You'll write your peer evaluation. I take those. I take off all personal identification off of there, and I pool everybody's together. So you as the presenter then get back that peer evaluation, and you can see what your classmates said about your presentation, what they really liked, maybe what they saw as room for improvement. Historically, when we run this class, we've had an extra week or 2 to get you that feedback from your peers so you could use that to improve upon or strengthen different issues within your presentation. Might be a little tight on that, but you will get back some of your peer evaluation on that. So this week, again, watch 3 individuals, do 3 peer evaluations. Each one of those evaluations that you do is worth 10 points. Okay, so that's one of the things that we're doing this week that's a little unique. Also, this week we have a discussion. Now, this discussion is a little bit different probably than some of the other discussions that you have. You're going to be looking at job opportunities and kind of thinking maybe a little bit outside of the box. I give you around, I think, 20 to 25 areas or suggestions that you can leverage your HCA degree in. It's not always about nursing home administration or working in a hospital. So please look at that, and maybe that might get some of the creative juices flowing of different areas in which you can look to expand your career opportunities. So we're going to be doing that with this week's discussion. Also, you will have a mini case study in leadership. I believe it's titled The New Manager, which some of you are, if you haven't had that happen already, will have that happen to you where you'll be that new manager person. I think it's a very interesting case study, so please do that. So 3 things for this week. Mini case study, the leadership peer evaluations, you'll watch those, and then looking at my notes, we have the discussion on job opportunities. So kind of a light week. Please use this week to start working on the big presentation, that big practicum presentation. Also, a note about the practicum presentation. We have, I believe it was Chad, I hope I'm giving you appropriate credit for that, had a great brought a great website to my attention, and I'm going to put that in a link below our this course course update. So please look for that link in the course news. But it's a word calculator that figures out how long, if you have 500 words, how long would that convert over to in a speech. So you can, if you're making a script, you can use this word to time calculator to figure out if you have enough text and how long it would last to reach those minimum targets that you have for how long your presentation has to be. I thought that was really a great idea. You can even adjust it to how fast you talk. So if you talk really slow, please don't do that. But you can, look at your normal pace, and you can adjust that on this calculator. So use that as a tool. There are a couple of you who have, we're having an alternative, 2 students, I believe, that have an alternative practicum situation. So those of you know who you are, that you were not required or it wasn't identified that you did a traditional practicum, which means you generally don't have anything to report out on that the other ones do. In this case, as we discussed in our conferences, you'll be doing a case study. That case study is also going to be posted somewhere down here in the links in the course news. So please work through that. If you have any questions, let me know. For those of you that down the road, when we watch those case studies, you'll be able to, I'll give you that link. You can look at the case study background information before you watch those particular presentations, so you can get a little bit of background on it. And as far as grades, we'll be all caught up here in about an hour, so you should be all set on grades. If you have any questions about grades, please let me know. Again, we should be all caught up in about, just got a couple more to go, and we'll be caught up in about an hour. All right, excellent. Sorry for a little bit long week in review, but it's kind of a unique week with our first presentations that we're viewing. So any questions, comments, please feel free to give me a call like this person is doing right now. You can either call, text, or email. And as always, thank you for watching.